So I am still in Africa. I have crust on my eye because every time I go outside and this wind hits my face, my eyes get watery or whatever. But yeah, I'm still in North Africa and I am just really loving it here. I don't know what just fell down in the background. Probably something on my shelf. I don't know. Um, I plan on um, traveling around because there's just so much to see. I can't. It's like every time I look up, I'm seeing other people traveling to different places, and it's just gets better and better as far as like where the possibilities of where you could live and the view you could have and the things you could learn, the things you could see. Um, I think traveling is my high. It keeps me on my toes, but also um, just like I don't just travel like a tourist. I like to live where I'm at, like the country that I'm in now. I've been here for like almost 3 months now. It'll be 3 months. Um, actually, next this week coming up, and I get to experience something that I've never had to do before. I think they call it a visa run or something because I'm not really done um, living in this country. There's like some other cities that I want to see, and I'm really excited about where I'm headed to next. But I really wanted to just go live because it feels good too. It was feeling really good thinking about it, and I have a lot to say, but really it's just all the same things that get downloaded to me all of the time about, lately it's been about not stressing. Like anything that causes me stress or anything, like even the work and stuff that I need to get done, Spirit doesn't want me to approach anything with the energy of stress. They're like, if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. If you, when you feel like doing it, do it. And it's just been like this trust between me and God that how I feel and what I want to do is what I should be doing in the moment, and everything is okay. Like everything, as far as like the ego and its temper tantrum goes of the old way of being, where you just keep doing and doing and doing because you're afraid that if you don't, you're not going to get whatever it is that you're after. That's leaving. That's leaving all of us. And those of us who have to clear the cells of our being for the past maybe like 10 years, it's leaving even faster. Hello to everyone that's joining live. Uh, I I also wanted to say I made a new T-shirt. It's called I'm That Witch. You can check it out, and I'm excited about it. I'm working on a lot of things, but at a leisurely, beautiful pace. You know, to where I wake up in the morning and I'm excited to be working on the things that I'm working on, feeling the way that I'm feeling, feeling good. It's what's most important. You don't have to live a life that stresses you out. You don't have to live a life that you don't enjoy being in. you can rest as much as you need to and want to. You can take your time. You can trust that God is joy and peace and fulfillment and rest. Like God is in the rest. God is in the solitude. God is in the relaxation. God is in the energy of, I want to do this, or, that feeling that you get to where you're excited to do something. That's a inspiration, a prompt to move from inspiration. If you don't feel inspired to do something, don't do it. And I know that's contrary to what this upside down world tells you to do, but if you want to be in the frequency of ease, of abundance, basically of God, then that's what we're all being called to embody, and live your life like you trust in God. That's what faith is. Live your life like you can do what you want to do. And live your life like it's okay to be who you are. Even if you don't, there's a part of you that doesn't believe it all the way. Love up on those parts. Allow those parts to catch up to that reality, and allow the stress to be there. Because I know for me, I used to have to wrangle myself down to relax. Like those shorts that you see of me in my hammock, like, the 15 days of meditation, that's so real for me. That was a time in my life to where I didn't really, I wasn't used to feeling good or being okay in the moment. And I had to train myself. I had to train myself to live in the moment and to feel what the moment actually is. I had to train myself to sit with God and get at 0 point. Like God allowed me to experience poverty and lack and like give us this day our daily bread. Like I literally, like, God wouldn't release funds and money and opportunities to me until I got to that 0 point neutrality. And the interesting thing is, this is how God worked on me. I'm not saying it'll be the same way for everybody else, because it's not. Everyone's different. And that's how you know God is always there with you and watching you and knows you, because God's going to respond to you and your journey in your own unique way. You know, you just have to be up for the challenge. But every time I would get myself in 0 point neutrality, I would hear the money drop into my account. Every time I would sit and meditate and I would get in that 0 point neutrality, the spirit will be like, go to the beach, go meditate. And I'll be like, but I need to get a job, I need to do, and they'll be like, go to the beach, go sit, go meditate. And I'll be like, this is stupid. Like, if I end up on the broken homeless tour, I have nobody to blame but myself, and everybody's gonna look at me like I'm crazy, and no one's gonna want to help somebody that's like not acting like and thinking like and acting like how everybody else acts in society. Like, no one's gonna. And I did find that, like, there were times where, like, after my car wreck, and a couple of years ago, where I really felt like I needed help and support. And unless people can put you in the box that they want to put you in, basically project a lot of BS on you, put you in a category of crazy, or in a category to where they can feel like they're getting an energy boost off of you, feeling better about themselves for helping you in a way because you're less than them. There's no help, especially if you're a single woman with no kids. And so that also led me to meeting other. Oop, it's starting to rain. I gotta close this. Hold on a second. This thing. Okay. But yeah, I met other women who were going through similar things, and what I found was that we were going through something that was building us up and making us stronger in our faith, and God was supplying all of our needs beyond our wildest dreams and imagination. There's a joy, there is a particular energy, a connection with life that you attain when you're out of your comfort zone. And God is really like, and you know it's God that's supplying your needs. And it's not because of your effort, and it's not because you've done anything to get anything. It's because you're being still and knowing that I am God. And I honestly just focused on the positive and the things that I liked and love about life every day, journaling, meditating, and it got me to understand that energy has nothing to do with outside movement, that your outside movement should be prompted by what you really want to do, how you really want to feel. And you should get to that state first before you actually expect to receive. And it's like we in the world's way of doing things. First, you get what you want or something. Like you lose weight and then you feel good about yourself. You get a job, then you can feel good about yourself. You accomplish a goal and then you can relax. But in the spirit realm, it's like feel good first, and then you'll get what it is that you're feeling good within yourself about, and then letting go of how it comes to you. Because when you do that, then you can see God's magic happen right before your eyes, and you're like surprised. And this is like this creative energy flow, this co-creative energy flow that goes back and forth within you, that is the peace that surpasses all understanding. Like other people won't be, you won't be able to explain it to other people like how I'm explaining it to you now. I know I'm not hitting up on hardly the feeling and and the energy, because it's my personal relationship with God. Meditating, if your life is truly a meditation, then God is an experience. God isn't knowledge. God is a combination of a little bit of, you don't need to, God, the knowledge is in the experience. The only thing you need to know is how it feels for you. I know that there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of esoteric and a lot of occult this and a lot of astrology that, a lot of numerology over here. But all of those things are actually very limiting compared to what you actually are, what you're actually here to experience and do. And can actually suffocate your experience and your forward movement if you pay attention to those things more than you let yourself just be. Which is why I don't offer astrology interpretations online anymore, because I just don't want to be a part of that problem. In ancient times, astrology was more, it started off being very positive. As we've gotten deeper and deeper into the dark ages, all the negative interpretations is what's making people turn out the way they are. It's messed up. And my brand or my way of doing their interpretations is evolutionary. It's like how can we assist you and help you in moving forward through and alchemize and transmute those energies instead of living instead of saying instead of identifying with them and saying this is me. This is who I am. this is how it's going to be because this is what the interpretation of this or that is. Mm-mm. Nothing can hold you back. Nothing can tell you who or what you are. You are more than you can ever think of, dream of, or imagine. You are royalty. You are light. You are love. You are a very interesting, magical, otherworldly, supernatural being. And there's nothing that can interpret that or even like hold a candle to it, to be honest with you. The power within you is unreal. And the power is love. The power is in the giving of God, the gift that God has given you. And when someone gives you a gift that is that perfect, the only response is gratitude. Gratitude isn't something that necessarily needs to be conjured. It can't be conjured up, really. I mean, it can for the sake of when you get off focus of what God actually is. It's necessary. But all you have to do is sit in meditation for like 15 minutes and feel the presence of God in your life in the moment and just let it wash over you. And let that be your only goal. And you will know yourself to be all that is. You will know yourself to be everything. And then you'll eventually stop trying to get what you perceive yourself not to be or not to have. If you know that God has poured everything into you already, what is it that you're trying to get? What is it that you're trying to do in order to accomplish what exactly? You know, rest, relaxation, let yourself be. I have a sore on the side of my mouth. Is it bleeding? It looks like it's bleeding, but it's not. Um, do what you want to do. Feel good. You don't have to know everything all at once. Just know that God is good and God is always working for your good and that God is always like working behind the scenes to get you what it is that you're asking for in your spirit. You're always asking for something. If you're experiencing things that you don't want, that you don't like, then you automatically start feeling into and thinking of the things that you actually do want and what you would like. So that is asking. The issue that stresses most people out is we think more about the things we don't like instead of focusing on the things that we do like about ourselves, about life. Um, as always, my name's Aya. I'm a feminine shaman, mystic. I'm not here to take any of this seriously. Seriousness is part of the construct of the ego to try to make you feel guilty for being a playful, loving, happy, present, magical soul that can have and do and be anything that you would like. That's reality. And there's nothing that anyone or anything or any being, any spirit, any demon or whatever can take away from you. Peace.